Hey guys, Caleb with White Metal Games here, and I got a special video update for you this evening. We have a Dark Angels of Vengeance project we want to show you guys. This is an army that we recently finished. This is at our silver level, which is tabletop level. We also have our elite veterans are painted up to an Electrum standard, which is our kind of tabletop plus level, and then the lords are painted to a hero level, which is our gold standard, which is also our pro painted level. So I'm going to just sort of show you the entire army, give you an idea of what it is, what it ran, what it costed the client, and all the little tidbits and tweaks that make this a really cool army. So here we go. All right, so first off, it's a big army. It's a little over 2,000 points from beginning to end, top to bottom. That's 10 Razorbacks you see there, plus about 60 Tactical Marines, 10 Assault Marines, which are up here on the rafters, kind of looking down. This is a custom Interrogator Chaplain Lord with Jump Pack. We used a Blood Angels Jump Pack to give him something special there. Then the Devastators. There's 2 squads of Devastators, 4 with las cannons, 4 with plasma cannons, plus all the regular Devastators to kind of go with them. Got these 2 really nice looking captains there in the front. Another squad of Assault Marines up here on the ramparts. And then you've got all these Razorbacks. And if you look close, you'll see that on these Razorbacks, we've got a color coding system. So the edge of this hatch actually corresponds with the rim of a lot of these shoulder pads. So you see these shoulder pads here, those are blue. Those correspond here to these guys. These Tactical Marines have orange. Those correspond to the orange. Oop, got a little too close. Those correspond to the orange right there. We've also got this green veteran Razorback, and it corresponds with the Electrum standard guys up here. That's a veteran command squad. Now we use 2 boxes to kit bash these models. We use some standard veteran Marines, and then we use a Dark Angels veteran squad. So we use that to kit bash a really cool looking squad. It's got an Apothecary, a Champion, 2 Power Fists, plus a standard. The banner here was hand-painted by Philip Corman of Brushwork Minis. He does some work for us here in the studio at White Metal Games. So this was a really cool tandem project we brought him in for. As you can see, there's a lot of OSL on the army. One of the things I really like about Angels of Vengeance is this very big red stripe that he put on all the tanks. Really, really pops on these guys, makes them look nice. That corresponds with their shoulder pads here on the left. See that on the left-hand shoulder pad there. All those guys have it there. On the right-hand shoulder pad, this is another fun treat. For the Angels of Vengeance, they actually have these shoulder pads with these skulls on them, these winged skulls, which I'll bring one up close to the camera. So what we did is we bought a bunch of these shoulder pads with a winged skull from Chapter House Studios, and then we sculpted up a hood on all 82 of these models. So 82 sculpted hoods, which we then painted up to match the standard of the army. So this is a silver model. It's a tabletop level model. So it's actually, mostly just a lot of really detailed line work. Philip has a really good brush stroke there. So you can see that it looks really nice. It brings out the detail of the model without necessarily using washes or dry brushing as we would traditionally do on models that aren't black. You want that black to stay nice and dark and rich. And to do that, you have to create some really stark, thin line highlights like this here, which looks really, really good. I like that the gold is really rich. And you can see here just a really nice looking army. There's a total of 3 grav guns. I think there's 3 melta-guns in the Tactical Marines. And then you've got this Lord down here, and the Lord is painted to a gold standard. So that's our pro-painted standard. That's one of our higher levels, not our highest, but one of our higher levels. Certainly what we consider a pro-painted standard here in the studio. And then this other Lord up here is also painted to the same standard. And really what gold means is we get all the details. Every detail gets some love. Nothing gets missed. And we also do some really nice highlights and shading. Not your typical 3-color down stuff here for that. In addition to that, this army also features a big display board. When clients have a project go over $3,000, we usually kick in a display board so they can proudly show off their army. For this particular army, because we had a lot of this just Angels of Vengeance, not Angels of Vengeance, Dark Angels bits laying around from some previous projects, we put together this really cool fortress for them. So it's a combination of bits from Pegasus Hobbies, Games Workshop. This is a hard board for basing. This is a Shrine of Aquila, so some GW quick kits in there. And also this is like from a toy model, this Razor or this radar dish. So when you conscript our services, really you get to take advantage of not only our bits, but all the stuff we have in our inventory that we can use. We really pull out all the stops for most of your projects. So if this is the kind of thing you're interested in doing, we would love to duplicate a project like this. Probably can't do that exact fortress back there again, but we can probably do something similar if your project meets a certain threshold. So yeah, that's it. Oh, I forgot. There's also 10 snipers in this army with sniper rifles. I didn't even think about those guys. So that's even more in this army. So huge army. We banged this out in 3 weeks. This project started about 3 weeks ago. And man, just really committed to it and got it out there. And really, now that we're both working full time, we can really get to these projects faster and we can do them more. And we'd love to work with you. So if you're interested in commissioning models through our service, email me, info@whitemetalgames.com. Ask for Caleb and just say you're interested in having a commission done. Let us know what you're interested in. We are going to have a quote form sometime in the future where it'll be a little more ironed out. But for now, just tell us what you'd like, what levels you'd like done, explore our website, listen to our podcast, get a sense for who we are as artists, and then you can kind of get a sense for what we do. Be sure to check out our painting page, which has all of our pricing on it, and we'll be happy to custom deliver you a quote for your services, or for our services for your models, rather. So that's it for now. Have a good Easter, and have a great weekend. And until next time, put your minis where your mouth is.